Hey guys, welcome back to Sip, Savor, and Celebrate. I'm Chris.
And I'm Devin.
And we're back with a Mescal Monday. Okay, I get it. This is not a Mescal, but it is a tequila that's made like a Mescal. I am so excited about this one. But first, tell them what they need to do.
You need to wire us each $250,000. We both have Venmo and Cash App. We'll put those in. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding, guys. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share us with your friends. Help us continue to grow. Become part of the Sip, Savor, and Celebrate family. 7% of you keep coming back. We appreciate that. 56% of you are brand new to us. Thank you for checking us out. We know that you love to watch Lita Ford, so please watch her all you want. Check out our content. And you like Espolon.
Yes, so I will break down, and I'm going to buy the rest of the Espolon line, so that way we can do a drink through just like we do with the rest of our expressions.
And you know what that means? You like seeing our faces.
And so today, last week, if you've been following along, last weekend we did an adventure to go to Indiana. And the purpose of said adventure was this bottle. Siembra Valles, the Ancestral. So, and if you've been following along, you've seen our Mescal Mondays as well, where we talk about a Ancestral, a artisan Mescals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we already know that all tequilas are Mescals, but not all Mescals are tequila.
Correct.
It all breaks down to what agave they use. In this case, we're using Blue Weber agave. Where it comes down to the, it also comes down to the process and the state. So this is made at Cascuin, which I was there. I was privileged enough to be there, and I can't wait for you to go. When we go back to Mexico, Devin, you're going to have to come over to Cascuin.
Well, we got to see Cascuin. We got to see Renee.
Well, I've seen them. But
I know, but I was privileged enough to get a phone call from Mexico.
Yes, I made sure that you got to say hi on a FaceTime for that. So, Ancestral means as close to the original process as possible. And so, obviously, this is heavily influenced from the way that everything started. So, obviously, when the Spanish came over and they invaded Mexico, they brought over the Filipino way of making spirits. So this, was, and I saw where they actually, I was standing in the pit. So like, first of all, they cook the agave in a stone pit that they do that. I was standing where
Do you know how long they cook this for?
I didn't read that yet, but
96 hours.
96 hours. Makes sense, because it's a big, huge pit that they put the wood in there, they start the wood up, let it get to embers, and then they cover it up with, typically they'll cover it up with the used fibers, and then they'll pile the agave on top, and then they cover that up with more used agave fibers, put a tarp on it, let it smoke and cook for, in this case, 96 hours. It's a massive process. But they have this cool pit, and if you go back to the video of me showing the Cascuin tour, you'll see that pit. So this is looks like it's dug out, but it's all cement, and it's really rigid. And what they take, the cooked agave, they put it in this pit. And then they use mallets.
Wooden mallets, yep.
They use wooden mallets to mash it. So no Tahona, no roller mill, no shredder. They actually, do it all up by hand.
So they roast it for 96 hours, and then they ferment it with native yeast for 96 hours.
Correct.
So we're talking 2 weeks.
Yeah, this takes a long time to make. And then the specific Filipino stills that they use are on the outside of the building. So the normal ones that you use for all of the...
But so this one uses pine wood.
for the fermentation
for the
vats.
distillation.
Yep, they have those. They have all that, but that's the pine wood distillation. If you look at the video, you'll see it on the outside of the building. I did take
and
a
then
quick
it sits
picture of
for
it.
3 months to stabilize.
They do that a lot, not just with this, but they do that a lot with all of their expressions. They have these like 5-gallon glass bottles. So I got to look in. They showed me the room, and this room is just filled with glass 5-gallon bottles, which is they kind of look like the water bottles that you put on your water machine.
Okay.
They kind of look like that, but they're glass and they're 5 gallons. They pour that in there and they let it settle down, and they go into that. The process is really fascinating and as true to the original ancestral way to do it, and thus why they call it the ancestral.
Ding, wrong one.
It's in a way it's kind of hard to find, but it is worth it if you're able to find this. And in this one, I purchased for about with taxes and everything, $140. Online, I can only find it for about $230, but we found it at Cap and Cork down, and if you're watching, hey guys, Cap and Cork down in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We appreciate you helping us out get this bottle.
I'm loving that smoke on this. Like, that oak is beautiful.
It is so gorgeous.
Like
It's
summertime fire.
Yes.
Like
Barbecuing up some smoked ribs. Come on, now.
Summertime fire pit. You know, you threw your oak in there, and then you let that all melt down, so then you can throw some steaks on that. Over the open fire.
Right, and now first I want to when we talk about
if
smoke,
you like steak.
Yeah, I want to talk about the smoke. No, it's not overpowering. No, it's not offensive. Like some mezcals, like the smoke is like, oh God. No, this is beautiful, and just like he told you, it gets your mind thinking about summer, campfires, smoking up some good ribs or something like that. That's what it's making you think. That's the first thing.
Just not pork ribs.
I like pork ribs too.
Sorry, y'all. Pork and I are not friends.
So at the 12 o'clock, I first get the smoke, but then now I'm getting more of the earthy and vegetalness of the agave. So kind of like a raw agave. Six o'clock, it sweetens up. And then you go over to tobacco on the number on like 8 o'clock, or a field, like a grassy field, grassy notes. That's where I'm going with it.
See, now I think that tobacco's on the other side. I think that like 9 to 11 is alcohol.
I've discovered why we are so opposite on everything. Your brain's on the wrong side.
I wouldn't doubt it. You're a lefty, I'm a righty. It's okay.
I'm a righty.
I know you are.
I'm like, well, hold on,
you were just supposed to go along with that.
No, sir. Nay, nay, I say. Nay, nay. But on the nose, it's beautiful. This is not your typical tequila. This is a beautiful...
I know, it's got such a great corn mash, and there's some nice malt to it. Just kidding, y'all. This is Mescal Monday, not Whiskey Wednesday.
That's right. Salud to that. But I'm also going with it. This is a great in between your normal mezcal and a tequila. I think this is a beautiful marriage between the two. Sorry. Anyways. On the palate, I get a little pepper. I get some tobacco. Very bottom notes are going to be the vegetal, earthy. That's what I get from it. But it's so easy and good to drink. What are you getting? You're probably different than I.
So it is definitely slightly alcohol forward, beautiful smoke forward, little bit of agave. There's a nice heat to it. I love the oak that just kind of plays on the palate.
So yeah, this is definitely. So this is a higher proof. 52.3 alcohol by volume, so that'll put us at 104.6. So yeah, it's gonna have some alcohol to it. Of course, additive free.
All right,
So-
ready for the tough conversation?
Go for it.
La Luna with Sergio Cruz or Ancestral with Cascaween? If you had to choose one. Really? Okay.
I go to this one because to me it gives me the most authentic mezcal to me.
Okay.
The La Luna with including Sergio, and I love Sergio, and that is an amazing one. That is an artisanal expression. Totally different to me.
Okay.
That's delicious. But I really feel like this one to me has a great body to it. The other one is a great body, but it also has a tinge of sweetness to this one to me has more vegetal and earthy notes to it. So I guess I'm on a different playing field. Two different. It's kind of like saying, do you like the Whitney Houston or the Dolly Parton version of "I Will Always Love You"? They're two
Whitney Houston
different.
all day.
They're the same song, but they're totally different in what they represent.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I love it, and I love La Luna. This to me, for what it is amazing. And it's way better than any of the other mezcals that we've had, to me.
It
really
is
good.
very good. However, I guess I like that sweetness flair to the La Luna.
Okay, and that's fair.
And so that's where, I guess if this had just a little bit more agave to it, I think I would be completely on board. But I feel like I get so much of the earth that I'm left wanting more from the agave.
See, I'm in a different realm. I'm thinking sitting around, sipping on this, having some Oaxacan cheese, maybe a cigar, but just relaxing and chilling with that. I'm looking for something savory. This is what I'm going to go to.
I'll give it to you. I'm still going to be stuck with La Luna because, like I said,
That's
it's got
okay.
just that sweetness from the agave, which for me is the home run.
I want more.
Okay.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Always remember to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bells. And always, always, always remember,
Sip, savor, and celebrate. Happy
Salud.
Mescal Monday.
Happy Mescal Monday.